Hey, what's up everybody, medicropper here. Wanted to make a quick video, just another little teaser for my upcoming Sea Purple grow featuring UW Purple. I'm actually taking this video with my brand new camera. I got this about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but actually haven't even unboxed it until well, I guess yesterday I unboxed it and I got the battery charging, and then today I put the battery in the camera and put a lens on it, and I'll make my first video with it. But this is my new 5D Mark III. For a while there I was using my girlfriend's old 5D Mark II because she upgraded to one of these, and it ended up, we set up a studio in one of the spare bedrooms in our house because she's a photographer, and the 5D Mark II kind of went into there on a tripod, and I didn't really get to use it very much. So, you know, I just basically surprised her one day by buying this, just to let her know that I can buy badass cameras too, even though I'm not a photographer. But right now I've got a Canon L series lens. It's just a 35mm prime lens. That means it doesn't zoom in or out. It's just a fixed 1.4, and it's a pretty good lens. It's pretty wide angle. The lens I was using before was a 17-35 wide angle lens. My girlfriend recently bought a bunch of lenses. She got a 70-200 zoom lens, a 100mm macro prime lens, which I'll probably be using for some bud shots in the future. It's like a badass macro lens. And then she's got a couple, like something to 70, like 25 to 70 or 35 to 70, something like that. But you know, I didn't buy a lens with this camera, I just got the body only, so she's letting me use this 35mm prime to see if I like it. Anyway, from here on out, all my videos will be shot with this camera. Every once in a while I might do a nighttime bud shots with my iPhone, or you know, if I'm in like the clone room or something where I don't need to adjust white balance, I just want to make a quick video, I'll use my iPhone. But you know, from here on out it's the 5D Mark III, because this camera is officially mine and I can do whatever the fuck I want to with it. Okay, so we are in the corner of the upcoming Sea Purple flower room. I forget the user that mentioned the Sea Purple, but thank you for that great idea, and I will be titling this grow the Sea Purple. I'm not going to tell you how many watts it is. Well, actually you're about to find out in this video. But right now we're looking at advanced nutrients. We've got Cana A and B right in front of us. pH perfect. I don't know if they did the pH perfect on all their nutrients or if I just got hosed, because back when I grew with AN 3 years ago, maybe as recently as 2 years ago, this pH perfect was just coming out and I was just using the old Cana A and B. So they gave me pH perfect. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure I'll still have to adjust my pH. So this Sea Purple grow, I'm going to be running all advanced nutrients, guys. You know, I've been using Psycho in this garden and it's been working really well, but I really think my yields went down once I started using Psycho. It may not be because I was using Psycho, it may be because of another factor. You know, I do change things, not a lot, but every once in a while I make a little change. But it seems like my yields, you know, it's been harder to get 1.5 pounds per light with Psycho, where it seems like with AN I was always getting, you know, no problem 1.5 pounds per light. So we're moving back to advanced nutrients. I did leave them before because they were having quality control issues. I actually think I still might have a couple gallons of Overdrive sitting on a shelf that are all moldy, and maybe even a gallon of Bud Igniter that's moldy. You know, I've gotten several gallons from them where, like, I'll get Cana A and B, and the Cana A will have 500 milliliters less than the Cana B, or vice versa, or whatever. And actually, I noticed in these bottles or jugs that my Bud Factor X is a little short. It's about a centimeter or so lower the level in that jug than all the other nutrients. So looks like AN still having quality control issues, or quantity control issues I should say, but we're still going to go with them. Now some of you may be thinking, well, hey medicropper, you were using Cana nutrients, and in fact I was and still am using Cana nutrients in a different garden. Since I made any videos with Cana, I've gone through, I think they're 20 or 23 liter jugs. Those are the huge jugs. I've gone through at least 23 liters of everything except for PK 13-14. That you use very sparingly, only for like 1 or 2 waterings, so I've only gone through about a gallon of that. But you guys, I've gone through more boost than you can shake a stick at. I've used Cana a bunch, and as of now, I don't like it. There could be, you know, some novice mistakes I'm making to where I'm just not using Cana right. I haven't adjusted to it yet, but you guys have to understand, I mean, I've used at least 25 liters, because, you know, I bought gallon jugs to start with, 4-liter jugs, and then went back and stocked up on the 20-gallon jugs. I've gone through tons of Cana nutrients, you know, more than a lot of people will go through in a year, and I think I have it down really well, at least pretty well enough to know that I don't like them. The main thing I don't like about the Cana nutrients is that it seems like my plants do not grow as much in veg, and they don't fill out as much the first few weeks of flower. You know, my Blue Jean grow, I hit them with some Bushmaster right when flower started, and they didn't grow at all. And I don't know how much of that is actually contributed to the Bushmaster and how much is contributed to the Cana nutrients. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with Bushmaster, but I've done a few other grows since then, or in other gardens, that you know, have now passed day 21. Gardens that I am not updating on YouTube, but they have now passed day 21, and usually day 21 is about when your plants stop filling out, and they were not far off of the Blue Dream. They really didn't fill out much. I've got spaces between my rows, kind of like I did on my Super Lemon Haze grow. That was over a year ago, that Super Lemon Haze grow. Basically the canopy wasn't filled out. And I did not spray those grows with Bushmaster. I just used straight Cana, and I was giving them a lot of Cana, you know, 1.8, 1.9 EC. Not burning the plants, but the plants were not filling out. So in that garden, or the gardens that I'm using Cana in right now, I'm almost totally out of Cana. When I do get completely out of Cana, I think I'm going to stock up on advanced nutrients for those gardens too, and just go all advanced. So back to this video. Right now we've got 1 gallon jugs of all the advanced nutrients I will be using. This will not get me through my Sea of Purple grow. I basically got these 1 gallon jugs because I like to pour from them. So I have on my front shelf I'll have 1 gallon of everything, but then I'll have like the 20 liter jugs in the back to refill all my 4-liter jugs here, you know, because I don't like pouring out of those big 20-liter jugs. So right now I'm vegging, just starting to veg my UW purples for the Sea of Purple grow, and I'm giving them Grow A and B. Right, that's Advance's Sensi Grow A and B for my base nutrients in my veg. When I go over to flower, I'll be giving them Connie A and B for my base, Ancient Earth for my humic and fulvic acid. Obviously Nirvana, you know, I guess it's kind of a biocatalyst, help growth for the microorganisms, the beneficial fungus and bacteria. Bud Factor X, Bud Candy, and then I'll be kicking them off with Bud Igniter. Mid-grow I'll be switching to Big Bud, but I don't have a 1 gallon of Big Bud because I actually have a bunch of Big Bud already that I'll be using, so I don't need to get a 1 gallon of the Big Bud. And then finishing on with Overdrive, and slowly the last few weeks of flower, I will be phasing out the Cana A and B and starting to introduce the iguana, just so they finish more organically. I really don't want any Cana A and B towards the end of the grow. I'll be like slowly phasing over from synthetic to ending with organic, and by the end of the grow I'll be giving them just iguana, nirvana, bud candy, ancient earth, probably some bud swell bat guano, and maybe some liquid seaweed, and that would be it. So probably the last 2 or 3 feedings will be all organic, but I'll start them off with synthetics. And I've done this technique before in my 31 strain flower room. I did that, and some grows before that, before I erased all my videos a few years ago, like my old videos. I was doing that, and it worked really well. So that's what I'll be doing for my nutrients. Now, you may have seen in the upper left hand corner some black boxes here, and if you guessed that they are Just Wings, you are correct. I did splurge. I picked up a Just Wings for the garden. They actually, you know, they have the 1-packs. They're all the large Just Wings. Let me see if I can focus better here. I don't know if I don't think I have autofocus for this. So anyway, you know, just one large Just Wing comes in a box that big, or you can get these 6-packs. Back here I got these 6-packs. It's like twice as big as the 1-pack box, but it's got 6 in them. So I've got 2 boxes of 6 Just Wings, and then 4 more. That's 16 Just Wings, guys. So, like I said, this is going to be a badass sea of purple grow. And I did go with the large Just Wings and the good ones, you know, the traditional ones, 95% reflectivity, made in the USA. You know, I guess they're making some in China now that are shittier quality, and they're maybe $30 cheaper. But if you're thinking about getting a Just Wings, guys, get the good ones. It's like $30 more. You're supporting American economy, and you're going to get so much more light from them. It's going to pay. They're going to pay for themselves in one grow. Okay, I think that's it. So, yeah, this is just another teaser and a little bit of a rant about my upcoming Sea of Purple grow. Over the next week to 10 days, I will be finishing the build out of this room, and we will kick you off at day 1 of flower, hopefully not too long from now. I do have all the plants in their finishing pots, vegging right now, so the veg period is on its way, and everything's looking good so far. Okay guys, I'll give you another update for this grow pretty soon. Peace.